They'll be fine. There's always the video of the day, the VOD, if they feel like they need to watch whatever happens before they get here. Alright, so this one. I am currently aiming for Sayori because she is freaking adorable, and I'm all about that, like, you know, neighbor girl that you've known your entire life romance. That's like my aesthetic. I'm just gonna throw random words at you. How's that sound? So who should I show my poem to first? Any votes? I'm not even gonna outlaw any this time. Yes. Where did is aimed my poetry at them, not like the biblical sense of did. Monica! Alright, we'll start with Monica today. Hi, Hokius! Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people? That's Yuri, the purple-haired girl. What a nerd. Ha, nice. I can't imagine having a gasm emote in my emotes, which means that the next time I have an emote slot and I ask everybody, what should I make my emote? They're going to tell me to make a gasm emote. Oh well. I'll have to give it more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. That... Fair enough. Oh, I'd have to pay someone else to make it. I can't art. I know a handful of people who art, so I could totally get someone to do it, but I can't do it. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone, but Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then, too. I'm not, like, unapproachable or anything, am I? Ah, no, it's nothing like that. I'm just getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah, I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall, and I fall, and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. Hey, War! The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, She blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. I have no earthly idea what this poem means. Thanks for the snaps. Why is my... Do you guys hear the sounds for the bits? Because they don't seem to be working for me. Huh. Well, that one played the sound. We'll just have to see if it works now, since I tested. I don't ever understand why it works and why it doesn't work. Yeah, that one was the test one. I did not just give myself 10,000 bits, unfortunately. Hey, gaming pleasures! You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of thing that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. Thanks for the lurk, War. I never really put much thought into it. Whoa, what the... The heck? Did you guys see the thing, like, drop a heart on my head? 10k bits would be... What? I don't understand. I don't know what that was. It wasn't the game. I have to do a transition. That was weird, because I don't know why there would be a thing dropping a heart on my head. And it was over, like... It was in my preview of the stream, not in the game, so it wasn't a weird thing from the game. I don't even know what's happening anymore. Anyway, in a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? There's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Oh, but why is it doing it? Thanks for the lurk, Kenny. Oh, you think it's the lurk command that did it? Well, that's, you're ahead of me then, gaming pleasures, because I have enough to make it work sometimes. Nope, doesn't look like the lurk. Maybe it was just like a really late reaction to the bit? That's the best I can figure. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? I don't think the test alert does anything, but we could try it. Like, I wouldn't expect the test alert to trigger that, but maybe I'm wrong. I have not had a chance yet. I'll try to find some tomorrow. I don't choose the stuff. Like how many. It chooses itself. Okay, yeah, it's the bits. It's totally the bits. Now my head's on fire. I am grilling my face for you all. I hope you're happy. Anyway. Yeah, I do. I just don't know what triggers them. Nom nom nom. Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Ah, yeah, that. Okay, that joke is hilarious to me, and I would not have gotten it if I didn't know the spoiler from last week. Any donation triggers it. Well, that's good to know. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? Ooh, it's the hands of love. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. All right, who do I show my poem to next? Eddie, we're gonna have to have a chat about how much thought you've put into grilling my head. 'Cause that's too much thought. Natsuki. This one's alright. Alright? Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad you're trying a little bit. Didn't she say that yesterday, too? I've never seen that show. I just saw commercials for it. She said that, like last week in real life, but yesterday in the game. That she's just happy I'm trying a little bit. Didn't she? That's not just my imagination. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? No, gross! It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you just ended up scaring me away? That's, it's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Gah! Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Oh, maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. Oh man, I love me some inverse psychology show. I wish that show would come back. How the hell do you call that a joke? It seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing ever happened. Hi, Mayor B! Oh, you know, it goes pretty good. All these cute girls, and they all want me and my poetry that I don't even know what I'm writing. You know, it's very, very adorable and cute, and absolutely nothing creepy is happening, despite everyone telling me that this game was creepy. I think they were just messing with me. I'll be your beach. This reminds me of when I was a kid, and I thought saying son of a beach was like the height of cool, because it was the next best thing to cursing. But it wasn't cursing, of course. So that makes me think of this if it were cursing. Hi, Pandemonium. Welcome to the stream. Now there's something creepy here. Ho 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 ho! Sick burns. I don't know. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. I wished I was as funny as any of them, or you. I should have added a command to scare me with bits or something. Oh well. Maybe next year I'll be that brave. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. I feel like this should be a song. This could totally be a... Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That's what I'm saying. It sounds like a song. I mean, it's got a verse, a chorus, a verse, a chorus, and a bridge. That's a pop song. That's what that is. This is a song. But you cannot sing that song to the melody that is currently playing, so... Yeah. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message once. I didn't know they had a DVD. Ha, that's awesome. I mean, that's true, but they're usually poetry with a certain rhythm and structure to it. Like, you don't just take any old sonnet and turn it into a song. I mean, I guess you can, but you usually don't. That had very much the structure of a pop song, though. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach. I don't like sand. I'm gonna write a poem about how much I don't like sand. It gets between my toes, and it's coarse, and other things that reference Star Wars. But also, I really do hate sand. So you decided to write about the beach first, and then came up with the message later? I am a huge Hokius fan. I think Hokius is the best thing that ever happened to the internet. Welcome back to the real thing, Drew. The real Drew. Really here now. Like, I love the ocean. I can't stand the beach. That's so sweet, Eddie. You should all be more like Eddie. I'm just saying. I went to Vancouver. When did I go to Vancouver? It was right before I went to college, I think. Right before I went to West Georgia. I went to Vancouver and I spent a week there. And there were all kinds of places where you could just like sit on like a paved path. They had like benches along paved paths and you could just sit on them and stare out over the ocean. And it was awesome. I don't tell you what to think sometimes. I'm just trying to help you. Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing, she wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it or whatever. Ugh, you can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. One more choice of a person to read a poem to. What will we choose? Yuri! Well done, Hokius. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. The other beach! I see what you did there, and I approve. If I could give you bits, I would give you bits, because that was good. I'm glad. Sharing our writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore, but it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club. But it's been fun getting to know everyone and their writing. And I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Hokius? Well, you know how I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer, and even my opinions are just opinions, you know. As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome? How unlikable of me. Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to these sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Yuri. What am I saying? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. All right. Do you want to share your poem now? Okay. Here. Oh gosh, reading cursive. Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface. Under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in, or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. Ugh. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Didn't she write foamy tendrils already? No, I guess not. Turn back, and I abandon my piece to a road at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to Earth forevermore. Okay. I like the easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. It's true, when you're overwhelmed by everything, it's easy to get lost. I don't know how any of this goes with anything else, but I guess it's about the transient nature of life and the permanent nature of the world. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it. She did? She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted to write about the same... She just wanted us to write about the same topic again. Wait a second! Which of them wanted the other one to write about the same topic? I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. Mischief! Mischief, I say! It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Alright, and that just leaves Sayori, the wonderful neighbor girl. This is your best one so far! It's really nice, Hokius! Thanks. Sayori, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Of course! Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Do you want to nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face. Well, alright. I just remembered the beginning of this day was like she didn't want to talk and she was sitting in a corner quietly by herself. And we went to Monica and we're like, hey, she's being quiet. Is she okay? And Monica was like, I'll go talk to her. She probably just has a crush on you. And we haven't really, we don't know what's going on still. Hey, Hokius, I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing poems the way Yuri does, or even Natsuki. But in the end, yeah, I guess you're the one who likes this one the most. Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else? Oh, the music stopped. I thought we were about to get spooky for a second. Wait. Of course I do. But that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. Now that's a line. That's a good line. I like that line. I know you have to sometimes put up with me. And I have to sometimes put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. Okay, I think that's probably putting it on a little too thick. Should bring it back a little bit. That might be too much, especially for high school. Then again, it's high school, so everything's extremely dramatic all of the time. Or maybe that was just my high school. Never mind that. So sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Sayori? No, Hokius, I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori? I glance around the room to make sure nobody has noticed this. Sayori, I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, Hokius. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. What, am I 5? Go play with everyone else? I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. I'm smiling! Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. I have a bad feeling about this. I have a very bad feeling about this. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe? Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Ah, it seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No! First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Who? That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right! Natsuki will be making cupcakes, but we might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted! And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can... Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's spouting too? Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case, but if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere, because that has a lot to do with handwriting. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. That's okay. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Hokius. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Hokius may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that! How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Hokius to... What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Hokius to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, He hasn't really gotten a chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said! I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Hokius, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case... Everyone looks straight at me. You want me to choose Yuri, huh? Can you tell me why you want me to choose Yuri, or is it spoilers? Oh boy. Just not Natsuki is your vote. Okay. Can you tell me why not Natsuki, or is that spoilers? Go with my heart! I'm kind of torn between Monica and Sayori if I go with my heart. She's the most boring choice. Fair enough. I like baking, but if she's boring, she's boring. Oh boy. Here, Drew. This should keep you busy. Any other votes? We've got a vote for Natsuki, a vote for Monica, a vote for Yuri, a vote for Sayori or Monica, a vote for Sayori. Eddie taking a page out of the Hokius book of adding votes when someone says, I don't know what to choose, by making the decision even more complex instead of less complex. I recognize that move, and while I can't approve of it, I can certainly respect it. Only 12? I thought it was 13. Haha, Jinx, you owe me a pizza! Oh, gosh. Somebody pick a number, any number. Whole number, has to be a whole number. Somebody pick a whole number. Three is the first one I got, and it's also the one that I got twice. So that's Sayori, because I just said in my head if it was an even number, I'd go with Monica. If it was an odd number, I'd go with Sayori. So we're going to go Sayori. Just really go all in on that. Why 22, Eddie? I feel like you're referencing Marcus Peters, even though I have absolutely no reason to think that. I mean, if it's going to be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors, and... Good try, Joker, good try. But Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez, do you really hate us that much? No. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Just think of the club, okay? Alright, so I can't pick Sayori. So I'm really glad I picked Sayori, because now I can go back and pick Monica. And I didn't miss out on anything. Well, I guess I should probably be helping Monica. Yay, you picked me. Hold on 1 second. Yeah. Monica, you're the one who needs the least help out of all of us. We added a bouncy ball to the music. I like this. But I agree with Natsuki. Oh, this is why Kenny told me to choose Sayori and Monica, because I can't actually choose them. Aha! They have cat ears? I don't see cat ears. What? And then choose Yuri. Okay. I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but you already have Sayori as well. But Hokius was the one who... that doesn't matter. You were the one who scared him into picking you in the first place. You're the club president, Monica. You're supposed to make responsible decisions for the club. Monica, you really shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? Well, what are you saying, Yuri? In fact, it sounds like you guys are the ones with ulterior motives. Excuse me? Otherwise, this wouldn't have been made into such a big deal in the first place. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, they do have little, like, triangle kind of things in the middle there. Yeah. Behind their bangs. That's completely false, Monica. Yeah, we have a lot of work to do, you know? We won't do as good a job if you make us work alone. Maybe, that's true. Think of the club, Monica. If we want our event to succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our resources. So you're going to do the right thing, President? Okay. I get it. It's technically most logical for Hokius to choose one of you two. So, I guess that's what we'll do. Oh, the bouncy ball's gone. Alright, Yuri it is! Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying. Ugh. So you'll be helping Yuri then, Hokius? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear! Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell Natsuki is feeling a little sour. Maybe she'll make, like, sour gummy worm cupcakes. So, is that everything we need to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Hokius? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Hokius picked me. And also because my first two choices were denied me. Your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They really go well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so I get it. I'm kind of surprised, though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that, but you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I could tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this, because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kinda appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing, but I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. You know, honestly, I feel like I could help one of them one day and the other one the other day, because there's 2 days in a weekend, and that would just solve the whole thing, but I guess Solomon doesn't exist in Doki Doki. I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monika and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry. I realize that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Cha-ching! Okay, then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. All right. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decide not to press Yuri for a reason, and it's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. My house! I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Hokius. I think that we'll make a very productive team, even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But, Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely... Eddie! Extremely tense expression. Why are you like this, Eddie? Why do you hate good things? Please explain. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? Yup, that's another quote. I am greatly amused that that came up. Oh man, that was good. Oh geez, alright. I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Shabuya! Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday? Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori. My anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. But who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. Excuse me. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. It's already Sunday. Let's save. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert, and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've even been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than ask her, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering myself. Again, we used to play so often that we made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we're family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. Oh boy. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Hokius! I sit down in her room. Man, I was sure that there was about to be bad things. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? A creepy game. When I plug it into Twitch, Twitch says it's a horror game. Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know about that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Ah, that's true. I think Mayor B's messing with me and I was messing back with him. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course! But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then. Yep! There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I assume high school dating is a horror. I never participated, but I tried some college dating, and that was pretty horrific. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So... Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Hokius. Eh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. you wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Wow, I thought we were really good friends, and then now apparently my visit is torture. Sayori? I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? Hey, thank you. Have fun in Salem. Hang out with all the witches and stuff. I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Hokius. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Hokius? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days, I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy. This makes me sad too. Without anyone worrying about me. We went from 0 to 10 real fast. From like super cute to like, oh my gosh. That's so sad. Thanks, Eddie. It's a bit late for that now, Kenny. I have to finish it now. I mean, I know we had this discussion before I played it. But I think I'll be okay. Thank you. See you later. Have fun. I think I'll be okay. Like, I recognize a lot of that stuff, obviously. But, you know. It's good to see. Right now, I'm just kind of like, that's such a good representation of, like, depression. Like, people who aren't looking just don't see it. And it will seriously screw up your head. And I just appreciate such a real depiction of depression. Moving on. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? And depression will also play into why bother cleaning my room. She didn't say that, but I think that's another thing that we're seeing here. You know? And using the internet instead of leaving her house to spend time with her friend. That doesn't represent me at all. Why, Sayori? Why is it you've never told me about this, the calendar? There are some days circled in red and a whole month scratched out. I don't know what that means, though. But don't tell me. We'll get there, or we won't. It almost feels... Oh, no! What are you saying? No! Don't say that! I would guess it was the other way around. It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do, I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Hokius. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else, too. Seeing you making friends with and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Yup. That is exactly what she means, Drew. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Hokius. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here, and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Hokius? Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Hokius? Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Hokius, Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. He is trying really hard, but even though I don't 100% identify with the things that Sayori is expressing right now, this is a bad way to do it. This is a good way to make a depressed person feel even worse. Because now you're going to try and make things go away, and you're not going to be able to succeed, because it doesn't work like that, and the depressed person is going to feel even worse. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know! Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Hokius. No, you're fine. You're fine. No, I totally get it. You're fine with telling jokes. Absolutely. No problems. I'm just, identifying with this in a way that I didn't expect to. So I am not able to tell jokes right now. But you go ahead and tell jokes, please. We need something to lighten the mood a little bit. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. No. I know you better than to think that. And absolutely, what Kenny said also. And usually that's how I do it. But like I said, this just kind of hit me in a way I did not expect it to. So I'm kind of off balance right at the second. Hey, Tally! I'm glad you're here. How you doing? How you feeling? We missed you. You missed a whole thing where Sayori just confessed that she has depression. I don't know if you've ever played this game, so I don't know if you know what's going on, but Sayori just told us that she has depression. And, Hokius was trying to make her feel better. And he succeeded a little bit, I guess. But probably not as well as he wanted to, as he hopes he did. You missed the feels. They're there in the VOD if you want to watch them later. It is a really good representation of depression. It's really good. You want to understand depression, like, no, there's no such thing as one size fits all, but this will give you a really, really strong, good idea of at least what some forms of depression look like. I think you're probably familiar with it, at least a little bit, like, you know people who are depressed, but if you're ever, so I'm not speaking to you directly, Kenny, or Tally, I'm speaking in general to people. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, that's what I've heard, Drew. I've heard... What are you opening a new tab for? What's going on? To find Depression Quest? I'll have to look that up later, Kenny. Thanks for sharing that with me. 13. I've heard lots of bad stuff about 13 Reasons Why, and I will never ever watch that show. So, do not play it by myself. Alright, I will not play it by myself. Maybe I'll stream it with you all. Isn't there like a mental health awareness month? Maybe during mental health awareness month we can play it together. I will not watch 13 Reasons Why. It will not happen. Well, I screwed up like 6 different ways, because what I really just wanted to say was that I was not talking to you directly when I said if you want to understand depression. I was talking to everyone. So, oops, I'm bad. Oh, hey, I didn't know that, Drew. That is really awesome. BoJack Horseman. I've heard other good things about BoJack Horseman. The art style really does not appeal to me at all, but I probably should try it just because there's some other stuff in there that's probably good for me to see. Anyway. Now that we've had some feels, let's try to continue. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't! Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for me to for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. I love Okay, I just have to pause for a second and say, I love that she's standing up for her own needs here. This is a thing that's really hard for me, I think, and for a lot of other people with depression. Is that, like, people want to help, and it's like, okay, but what you're offering me seems like it's helpful, but it's not. And so it's really hard to tell people, like, I know that you're trying to help, but that's not gonna help me. And I need to not do that. Callie's doing good. She's taking a nap on my bed right now, waiting for me to be done streaming so I can take her out so she can go to bed for real. But she's doing good. I'd get her to come over here, but she won't do it. Anyway, so I love that she's doing that. Well, then maybe this isn't the stream for you, buddy. I'm gonna sit myself through it, because this is, maybe you weren't here for the warning. The game says do not play if you have depression or anxiety. And I chose to go through it anyway, because I know I've got everybody here to support me, and I want to see this story. But if it's going to affect you negatively, I will not be upset at all if you go. I totally get it. And I don't want you to be in a bad place. But I'll leave that up to you. You can make that call. You're a big boy. And we're here for you too. So, or at least I am. I guess I shouldn't speak for everyone. Yeah, I don't know if it's always been there, but it was at the very beginning of the game. And that honestly goes for any of you. If any of you are, if you're already my Facebook friends, you could chat me. But you could DM me on Twitter. You can DM me on here, whatever. I always have my phone. I always have it. And I'm always here to respond to text messages. So just, if anybody needs to talk, you can reach me. Anyway. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. Yeah, that is absolutely one way to handle it. Absolutely, that's valid. I don't think there's... whatever you gotta do for your own personal life and your own personal stakes, everybody knows how to handle it their own way better. There's something to be said for, like, sharing... what's it called? Sharing strategies. As long... And not that you were doing this at all. You were sharing a strategy, and that's awesome. The one thing that I see people do sometimes is be like, this is what you should really do. Like the people who take pictures of the forest and like, this is a real antidepressant. Like, maybe that's works for you. Maybe you don't actually have depression and you just like saying asinine things. But either way, it's not cool to act like everyone else is bad because that's not their antidepressant. Yep, that is one of my big things. And watching cheesy 90s anime. There's a reason I got really big into the cheesy 90s anime this year. Anyway. It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. But I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You could always have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I ignore it. Crop everything but her face. When I say crop, I mean get the thing that I say. When you say crop, do you mean like you would just take like a square around her face and be like, boom, there's a Yuri thumbnail? Or are you trying to say like leave her head off? Okay. Because at first I was like, you leave her head off and then you just have like her chest. Yeah, Yuri! And also a house in the background. I was a little confused. Moving on. Anyway, let's go inside. You're fine. I didn't think you left. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? I've spent enough time on the internet that I can unfortunately confirm. And I really wish I couldn't, because that's a memory I could do without. Thanks very much. Anyway, yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it will be fine. Hey, check out my room. I got lots of books. That's cool. I like books. It's a lot of books for a guy who says he doesn't read much. Why so many books, non-reader boy? The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so... They look like books to me. Maybe they're school textbooks, but why has he got so many school textbooks and he's keeping them? I know he said he read manga, but those don't look like manga. Those look like hardcover books. Manga and picture books. Is there hardcover manga? Is this a thing I'm unaware of that I should know about? That's very considerate of you to do. Well, that's when you throw him in the trash. He's not in college, he's in high school. No. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Yeah, but it's possible it actually exists are two different things. That's fair. Alright, good. So he's got hardcover manga and old school books. I had a double bed with 2 pillows as a high schooler. Was I doing it wrong? I'm sorry. I'm a big guy. I toss and turn a lot. I don't do so well on a single. I tend to fall off. Oh, well, yeah, I do stack my pillows in the middle of the bed. I need it for my neck. Yeah, alright. So we're gonna just make fun of the formation. Maybe he's trying to offer some... Maybe they're usually in single-person formation, and he's trying to offer some subtle hints to Yuri. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. Ah, that would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there! I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. You lost me, Eddie. Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity, and for cupcakes, I guess, I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh, yeah? Like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I planned to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Ah, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you use, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes the switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole in the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that will be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? I wasn't gonna say it, but I was gonna look at the camera until somebody else did. Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh, yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you'd put it. I think there's more to it than that, though some people use it that way. I can't claim to be especially versed in ASMR, though. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Oh no, Tally, you missed an ASMR conversation. Was hoping you could fill us in, because people were asking questions. And I just assume you know about it for some reason. Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Hokius. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Ah, alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. I want that knife! I want it! It's precious! Give it to me! That's no ordinary pocket knife! I don't want the pocket knife. Asmer. That's awesome. That's no ordinary pocket knife. That's no moon. It's a space station. No, it looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. Oh boy. Oh boy. I see where this is going. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. Yes. Oh, jeez. All the jokes that I was making but then and now, and I just realized what that means. I feel bad. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. Oh, what am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. And she always wears long sleeves. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. Yeah, well, to be fair, real Hokius ain't super bright either. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. Ow! Hokius! Why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Yup. Only one reason to know that. Poor Yuri. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. I feel like maybe I've watched and read too many vampire stories, because I feel like this is gonna go a different place. I could use my eye tally. Would that be better? Oh, that makes sense, Drew. Excuse me. Yeah, or just suck all my blood out of my finger. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Ah! Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound! You jinxed with Yuri, though. I don't even want to know. Oh, the game owes you a pizza. Okay, that's fine. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Well, this went, oh my gosh, this went all the way. It went there, all the way, real fast. That happened. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Seriously? Yuri? That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird, and it took me by surprise. But I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? That's my interpretation, Tally. Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Ooh. Smexy. Hokius? Did you really just do that? Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. Yeah, I should have poked her with the knife first. You're so weird, Hokius. Yuri giggles shyly. Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great! Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it! What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. That's right! One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not! 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it will be too diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decide to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-sized glasses. I'm hesitant to discover what state she's in my room after I've left and come back. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Oh. Well, that's a different embarrassing thing we walked in on. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? For a second I thought I saw blood on her hand, but I think that's just a shadow. No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for sunrise, then daytime, then sunset and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat. What are you going to write? Well, it would be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so, it's a marriage proposal, isn't it? After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolor feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean it that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I have no idea what it feels like to share games with my friends and feel happy about it. That is a foreign sensation to me. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. How romantic. Yeah! Sorry. Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. I actually startled myself with my kya sound. It was louder and sharper than I had thought it was going to be when I went to make it. So, that's a thing. Thank you for the lurk, Zavana. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. No, there aren't. Is there something on my face? Am I supposed to lick it off? She probably expects me to lick it off, doesn't she? Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Here. I mean, but that's not what we... Whoa. You took it from like a 2 to a 12. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. Your Yuri thumbnail. There's a thumbnail in the Yuri thumbnail. She looks into my eyes. Those are some big anime eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Am I a book? Have I secretly been a book this entire time? Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What's happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist sent a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. No, but it could be horror. Don't forget the dating sim with the KFC Colonel Sanders. Anime Colonel Sanders dating sim. That's a thing. It exists. You can get it on Steam right now. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? What's that, Drew? There's probably a Wendy's Girl one too. You can't? Then what's the point? Ugh. It's like they don't even know what people want. The people who came up with the chicken sandwich where the chicken replaces the bread. Go make it, Drew. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here than have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew! You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. Ah, so you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we could have extra time after finishing the work. Extra time. Well, Yuri thinks to herself, I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait too much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Oh.
Darkness.
What is my thing? What is my command for all the darkness? I don't... Oh, it's true darkness.
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 That's where the stream is now.
Darkness.
It's in all of the darkness.
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 Go beyond.
Plus ultra.
Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yes, oh my darkness. Yeah. Oh, by the way, that sound comes from Just a Pancake on YouTube. It's pancakes all the way down!
Mega destruction, dark ball of darkness and destruction.
So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. You can always invite her over next weekend, dude. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Ah, the light goes off. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then, Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over, or we can go out somewhere. Ah, I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... You're very thoughtful, Hokius. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. Yes, there's a tally! They exist! The myth! The legend! Whoa, she got close. She almost spooked me. She almost spooked me. I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Whoa! She almost spooked me again. Sayori? Eh? Hi, Hokius. Sayori, just now we weren't... It's okay, Hokius. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Sorry. I lost track of who I am. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Aw, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry, but we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course! Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. That is some excellent animation. I loved that. That was great. She was like, phew! Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me, so I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy. Nope, we sure don't.
As if.
We have...
He's on fire!
We need an adult. That you made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Hokius? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Hokius. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. Wish he'd stop saying stuff like, I'm gonna stop this. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Hokius. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Hokius, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Dun dun dun! D&D sessions! Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give to you. Sayori. It would be super evil to save and start the next stream with this, wouldn't it? But then you won't be here, Tally, and then I feel kind of bad that you won't be here. I despise cliffhangers, so I'm not actually going to do it. But I just wanted to throw out there, I wanted to spoop all of you. Okay, Kenny thinks there's even more suspense coming. All right, so I said I wanted to romance her, so I'm going to go ahead and follow through on that. I love you. Eh? Those are my true feelings. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy. Hokius. Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. Hokius, is this really okay? Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you, Hokius. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this, Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why, even now, why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, Hokius. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again. We're already 10 minutes over, so I am gonna stop after this scene. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Well, okay. I trust you. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date. Ha! What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it's always been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I can handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best. Hey, Hokius. Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? Eh? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her and she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. But things will never be back to the way they were, video game Hokius. Because before you didn't understand that she was suffering from depression, and now you do. It won't just go away, my friend. My digital self friend? That's weird. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me. And I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. It's the day of the festival, and we're gonna save. Alright, so thank you everyone for joining me on this emotional roller coaster of a stream. This is very good. This is a really freaking good game for a free game. Wow. At least so far. Maybe the ending will just ruin everything. But this has been really, really good in a lot of ways. Like, the art is really solid. The anime girls are adorable. The conversations, everybody has a distinct, identifiable personality without being a character. And the choosing the poetry thing is a really good gameplay element, and the representations of depression are very real. The hints of darkness, it's really subtle and really strong. I am super impressed with this game. I'm really glad you all convinced me to play it. I look forward to... Will we be finishing it next week? Hopefully we'll be finishing it next Thursday on October 21st, or 24th, I should say. If we don't finish it, we may cancel the final Persona stream of October to finish it. That may be what we do, because I will not be here on the 31st, so we won't have that Thursday stream, and I do want to finish this in October if we can. But we'll see how we all feel about that and where we are when we get to the end of next week's stream. Other stream business real quick. Saturday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, we are playing Space Quest 4, so I hope you'll be here for that. And, of course, Monday night, we'll be playing more Persona 5, where that game is basically a dating sim in between the dungeons. We're having lots of good times. And that's all I got, so let's hit them credits. Thank you to my lovely mods, my beautiful subscribers, and my tremendous patrons. You're all wonderful. Ryuki times Joker forever. Vulgar Boy times Wildcard forever. Absolutely. Thank you all for being here. Until next time, I hope you all have a beautiful night, and may all of your paths be paved with hexagonal stones.
And this is the part where I do a quick shout out to all of my beautiful patrons. Go to my Patreon, linked in the description below, and sign up for as little as $1 a month to join them in helping me make more videos like this.